Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NuWhoZone. The girl who waited. All emails are sent out. All emails are sent out. So, yeah, this is one of my favorite episodes. I don't know if there's actually a prequel to this, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out when we bring the panel on. But yeah, interesting story. And it's a little bit heartbreaking at the end. So I'm looking forward to this. There we go. We've got everybody here. Right, let's bring on our panel without further ado, and we'll get cracking on this. It's the one and only Queen Charlotte.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. We're watching Matt, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that's it. Good episode coming up. We got PD Rich.
Hello. How is everyone?
Not too bad yourself?
Not too bad.
That's good. And we've got the real super doctor here.
Hey, Noel. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Thanks, Paul, for popping on. And we got Problem Being.
Ew.
Fantastic.
You're full of beans tonight.
Well, no, actually, I'm going to be very soon. I'm going to be full of pie and mash. No, not pie and mash. I'm talking about sausage and mash. Yeah, I've just got
nice.
that done.
You know what's freaky? Guess what my tea was? Gravy, sausage and mash.
Wow.
Yeah. Not
wow. People.
No, sausage and mash. Can't beat it.
Wow.
You can't actually beat it. Not nice gravy as well to go with it.
I got no gravy. I got some ketchup.
See if it's real meat out the butchers and all that, and cooked properly and stewed.
Yeah, it's
that's something.
Right, Dave says he's got his DVD ready to go. That's fantastic. If everybody else in the chat is ready to go as well, please let me know. Guys on the panel, does anybody know if there's a prequel to this?
Not that I know of.
And Unknown in the chat also agreed with PD, saying there wasn't a prequel.
Yeah.
Right,
but this episode was broadcast 10 years ago, 2 days ago, isn't it?
So, wow.
Well, that's it's funny that it actually, that we actually done it this weekend and it fit in perfectly. So that was way by accident, but there you go. Yeah. So if everybody in the panel is ready, we can get going, and then we can get talking about it as we're watching. Is everybody on the panel ready as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, got my iPlayer up.
Okay, when you're ready, Charlotte, you can do the countdown.
So 5.
We're starting at the very, very beginning, whatever it is. I just ready.
Did we have any ones in the chat? We didn't ask. Did we?
We got a couple of ones there. Oh no, so that goes not ready yet. Right. Well, let me know when you are ready.
I'm
we'll
going
give you
to
a
have
couple more seconds there. Go on. Super Doctor, loads of ones in the private chat. Put them in the live chat there. Unknown with a 7 has to be different, likely. Of course. We got a couple of ones. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Well, we know it's table with
make sure you subscribe, because YouTube has done it again, right? I was on 1,950 and I'm on 1,938. They've done their purge, right? So make sure that you're still subscribed, because you mightn't be subscribed, folks. Some people are telling me they're not even getting notifications from my videos. That's how screwed up YouTube is. So make sure you're still subscribed, because every month is the same. I'll get to the 1950 mark. It'll stay there for about 2 weeks. And then when the purge comes along, then it goes back to 938 every time. It doesn't go lower than that. It's a bit weird. So make sure you're still subscribed. Is everybody now finally?
It's not as bad as poor old Gary the other day. Got Alex Jones on his stream. He got demonetized.
Yeah, I would have expected that.
I kind of did though.
I thought they monetized.
The channel got demonetized.
No, he got demonetized. He still got super chats though. He apparently got demonetized though.
Right.
Don't have Alex Jones on your stream. That's fine. Get demonetized.
But right, is everybody in the chat ready?
Yeah.
I don't know Seductree.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not
Super Doctor.
said.
We need you, because I see you saying, "Hey, Dave," and you're supposed to be telling us if you're ready. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Let's roll. Let's go.
We'll just wait.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat, or we're starting now.
You hear that gooey mash. Oh,
Lots of butter. Right, here we'll just go because I'm not. You know what I mean. We've given people plenty of time. Go ahead anyway, Charlotte.
You have had plenty of time to put the DVD in the slot and press play, yeah?
Oh god, that started German and ended up I don't know where.
I don't know. Welsh,
please
probably.
press 1. Please press 1. Right, Charlotte, do your countdown.
It's Cosmo Kinley.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ugh.
Go.
I really get classic series vibes from this episode.
Appa chia.
I really like the white room and the white interior of this place that they're in.
Yeah, it's very well done. It's very well done.
I like that coat on Matt wears in this season.
I do like the longer jacket, I have to be honest.
Yeah, I think he suits that. I think he would have suited it in black, you know.
Yeah. What was the original plan, wasn't it, really?
Yeah. Well, his original plan, he was going to be dressed as a kind of pirate.
Oh god, I can't even picture that.
Then it was a kind of smart casual look.
Yeah.
And then Matt wore to the what's it, one of the readings, he actually wore like a bow tie and a tweed jacket, and they go, oh, that's it, we'll use that.
His little bow legs.
Push the wrong button.
The green anchor. This was very cleverly written, this.
Yeah, it's just they've just wandered onto it and they're exploring it and it's very mysterious as well because you don't know exactly what's going on here, and I mean this is how to hook in your audience into an episode.
Not that button.
Yeah, and it's sort of taking the trope, isn't it, of the companion wandering off. That's what I like about the story. It's taking that trope we've all joked about.
And then you see. Sorry, I interrupted. I was just going to say he just walked in when she walked into the wrong room. Just his look. It didn't write anything, didn't say anything, but you can see he's time sensitive and he knows something's wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlotte.
I was just going to say it's taken that trope and has actually gone, so what if a companion wanders off and basically dooms themselves almost?
Well, that's happened in the film Doctor Who and the Daleks.
Yeah.
When Barbara, it actually happened in the original Daleks. Barbara had got curious and went for herself to look around.
Yeah, I can remember that sting.
It's actually mad, this episode. I love these robots.
It's a fascist robot. Yeah.
Massive classic series vibes.
Yeah. I like when they do this classic series stuff, though. It's homage to the original.
I like it when they go into a situation and you know that they're trying to work out what is actually going on.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you a kind of it's like a pull that it gives you a kind of it holds your attention.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is also I think this is just the right amount of being like really spacey. If that makes sense. It's like using the idea of obviously time and time streams, but it's not too complex the way it delivers it anyway.
The time storm's a bit darker.
I don't really like when they tried to get the pond effect for it, the green tone over it. I really didn't like that.
Oh yeah, they started doing the effects. That's into the next season.
Yeah.
First part, and then you get the alternate intro, which is much better. So much, it's like neoclassical.
Yeah.
You got the Doctor's face in it and everything.
I really didn't like when they put the baubles in. They started putting the snow in the title sequences for the Christmas episodes.
Yeah, that was. There wasn't one of someone telling us that was for the American ones they were doing that.
Yeah.
So season 5, we only got it like in season 7.
I was quite furious when I actually saw that the baubles going in the title sequence.
Yeah,
and, that's kind of when I really started to kind of get angry with Moffat.
Yeah,
when he was doing
like, hello, you're watching a Christmas special, kind of thing. It's like,
yeah.
We did this so just in case you're really thick. This is a Christmas special, yeah.
Doctor Who doesn't need to do that. It just
No, it's
only needs to do
intelligent
is tell a
enough.
story, and that's it.
Exactly, Super Doctor. Exactly. Dead on.
And you tell a good story and a mysterious story, something like that, something simple like that, and you've hooked in the audience. You've got kids' attention because they're trying to work out what the companions are going through and what the Doctor's going through as well.
Yeah.
And even it bamboozles the Doctor as well because he's a hyper intelligent being that, you know, he's supposed to know everything, and when he doesn't know exactly everything, I mean, that's when the fun and the excitement starts to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I do miss these kind of classic kind of throwback episodes, though.
Yeah.
Just gets an intelligent idea and just goes with it. And Matt in that long jacket.
Yeah. I like the coat. It's like a version of Eccleston's, but longer, and it's not leather.
Yeah.
It's kind of. It looks like kind of a bit suede.
Yeah, it also looks like Captain Jack as well. Yeah, it's a really cool cross between Captain Jack and Christopher Eccleston.
I think it's a little bit too militaristic for my taste. For the Doctor.
I don't like the color of green.
Yeah.
The shade of green. I mean, I did have a coat like that, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
See, that's macabre. Like what you were just saying then, like you can either sit and watch them live for 24 hours.
Yeah. And then Stephen Moffat always said, keep an eye out for the sonic screwdriver because it might be the toy that Matt's using. Because they used the toy as well for just...
did it for Tennant as well a few times. They're going to blow it up or he's going to drop it or something. They used a toy one, yeah. The one that they blow up in the 11th hour is a toy one, and then it suddenly cuts to a prop of a damaged one. Made of spare parts, nicked spare parts.
I just love how he just plugs things into the console.
Well, with his console, that works.
Wow.
The old Tennant glasses. Rory Cow. Poor old
my eyes and my ears.
Yeah, walking around with a GoPro on his head for this one. Yeah.
I see where Flatline got the idea of that, but it was like the Doctor had a kind of chip that could hack Clara's optic nerve to see what she's seeing.
Yeah. What were they used for this? Was it like an unfinished airport or something?
I was going to say, I literally was just thinking it looks like an airport.
Yeah. Actually, see all that set here, and the set that she wanders into the gardens as well. You see, that's where it was filmed for Deep Breath for the Missy scene.
Yes, with Missy stuff. Yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, even the outfit looks like an air hostess.
Yeah. Be great if Tegan turned up in that. It would have been something.
Moffat probably thought of doing that at one point. You know what he was like.
Isn't that where Barra Clafalata comes from? Apalapachiera.
Oh, I can't.
Think so.
I'm rubbish at remembering planet names.
I love that. Tiny little things like that make it.
Or was it the planet Stowe?
Yeah, Stowe. Yeah, sorry. It's an arena.
Checking everything is free in the future in space because she hasn't paid a penny for any of this service.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you think about where she is, they wouldn't have them paying, surely. If this is basically like a recuperation centre, or like just to live out your life.
In an arena. They filmed this in an arena. I don't know what one though.
Oh.
But it was always a classic Doctor Who episode, is the companions do get split up.
Yeah.
In the episode, and they're going through these situations, and they're trying to work out how to get out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good old fashioned kind of Doctor Who trope.
You can see that it works well in the Romans, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it's a nice thing to show sort of once the companions like in their second series like these two are, it sort of shows their growth, doesn't it, a lot, that they can sort of do these more things separate from the Doctor.
And the only Chibnall era episode was that one. What was that again with the exploding bubble wrap?
Oh, Kablam!
Kerblam, yeah. That was the only one that had classic series vibe to it.
Yeah, that's because Pete McTeague actually knows classic Who. That's why.
Yeah.
The rest of them, I'd be very surprised if the rest of that writing team even could name a classic Who episode.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on the planet Appalachia.
Yeah, I can hear it in the background as well, actually. Someone has their sound up too high.
Who's got their sound up?
Well, mine's muted on the iPad.
Mine's down.
I'm hearing a bit of a reverb.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Right, I'll put mine into mute and see if you can still hear it. Can you still hear it?
Hold on. No.
Can you hear anything now?
No.
It's just how sensitive microphones can actually be.
Oh yeah, I was reading about that. I was reading about condenser mics earlier today and the difference in condenser and dynamic. All I wanted to find out is which way round you put a condenser mic. You tell the front from the back when the shield's on.
Or it could be Mrs. TARDIS. Because I think it's the same thing, isn't it? Same place.
Yeah.
But it would have been good if we did see Mrs. TARDIS.
We did. That was what the garden was.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the deep water facility.
Yeah.
Mrs. TARDIS.
I mean, that flying house of the Sasha Dewan's master, that was bad.
Oh,
God, that was embarrassing.
A flying house. It was like out of the airplane window, and it looked like the Wizard of Oz. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would have been in his control room if that would have happened.
Yeah.
Why does his control room look like an inside of a house? It makes no sense. Yeah, it's a stadium. Or a football ground.
I'm assuming that Matt Smith and Arthur Derville had some time off during this episode.
Yeah, they were either on
Yeah,
holiday,
they
weren't they, or
Yeah.
something?
Doctor and Rory Light, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, I adore Matt's TARDIS. I know some people really don't like it.
Oh, I like it. So kind of like
This one is completely
junkyard.
bonkers. I love it.
That's what I love about it. It's like you can, you especially as we had 2 years of. I like the coral like strut ones we
Oh, I
had for
hated that.
Tennant, but it was a bit too simple by the end. I was just getting fed up of it. Wasn't that interesting to look at? Whereas Matt, there's so much little like intricate little things going on in it.
Yeah.
And it's got a Titanic bell in it as well.
Yeah. But the War of the Ninth and the 10th Doctor's TARDIS were all kind of beat up.
And I love the gramophone. The gramophone bit in it as well, the speaker.
Guys, do you have to use stainless steel katanas? They're a bit dangerous. They got no tang.
Oh, blimey, how did she get so old?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oops.
Rory, if you did that in real life, mate, you would have it stuck in the end of your finger.
I mean, she hasn't got much room to complain about waiting. Like, I mean, how long did Rory wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just. I think the sort of theme is, and she talks about it later.
Yeah.
It's the fact that she waited just to get on like adventures with the Doctor. So it's like she's always having to.
That's a theme of this of Matt Smith's era, isn't it? Waiting.
Yeah. And like Amy defines that, and I think this is horrible. Like this point, but it's the added thing of God, I'm here again, almost waiting for the Doctor to say it.
I think it's because it's Moffat was trying to just explore the concepts of time travel, which he was heavily trying to do in Matt's season.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't like that, and other people do. It kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's been technically alone though, hasn't she? Apart from the robot she built. Yeah, it's a stadium.
It's impressive how much money they must have spent on this episode just to get the sets. I mean,
that's a stadium. I think they're using a stadium, but it's a location set. Looks a bit like the O2 Arena, but I don't think it is.
Yeah. I'll be filmed somewhere in Cardiff, no doubt.
Yeah, put a few grey hairs in it, like, you know what I mean?
It's probably the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it could be.
Yeah. It must have been the box office downstairs when I walked in.
Yeah, but that's interesting. It's like she's saying, "Oh, I hate the Doctor, and it's like
she made a sonic probe. How?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just think about the fact that she had that whole speech about hating the Doctor, but it's like even that hate, there was a bit of copying him almost.
Rory the robot.
Yeah, cynical crotchety Amy. Quite literally.
How much more impactful it would have been with a mane of white hair.
Yeah.
Or even just like maybe like just chunks of her hair being grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she's a redhead, and they don't tend to go grey actually. Now I've
No,
thought.
that's
Now
not
you're thinking.
true. I've seen plenty of grey-haired former redheads.
Well, I've seen a few that have kept it even when they're older. So
Yeah.
No, but just I think it would have made because the makeup's not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
bearing
Yeah,
in mind what she's 20 something to start with, and then adds another 36 years on, so that's like in her 60s. So I mean, you do get some young-looking 60-year-olds, but I think it just to show the stress of staying alive and surviving and living in fear all your life. I think that would wear down.
Same as Card Witch. Same as. That's gone very white.
They haven't put a wee white moustache on her.
Yeah.
I think that would have taken away from some of the dramatic scenes later on.
Okay. The right one hitting a quick break. Used to have one of them Kill Bill swords.
Katana.
I got loads of them, mate. They used to have the same sword. They're not very good. They're a bit fragile. I think they're ready to dural them. Upgraded carbon steel.
And here's the moral thing, like the moral dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. More like Rory's choice.
The music's very good.
Otherwise, it's granny sex for Rory all
Yeah.
forever and ever.
Yeah, little toy boy, won't
And
he?
she'll outlive him. I mean, what fucking use is that? I mean, he'll outlive her. I mean,
Yeah. Well, he's a nurse.
Selfish.
He can get her through her old age. That's why I go at the doctor for screwing around.
Music's very good in this.
Yeah.
the only thing I don't understand is why they can change the past here, but not do it with the angels.
Yeah.
It seems a little inconsistent.
Obviously,
I'm
he's
sure
always been
there's
a
some
bit
out of
loose
script
with his canon.
explanation, but it's never really
Yeah.
the official one, is it?
There is canon with Doctor Who, but it's quite loose, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's time travel, and you can have
Yeah.
paradoxes and weird shit going.
Variations, and you know.
Just once the main things are in place and not touched or messed around with, we don't mind. You can play around with it a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find this angle quite interesting. Like, it's like, is she jealous, the older Amy, of the younger one? Is it anger? Like, it's really interesting to see her sort of deal with that thing of like saying, "Oh, you take me, don't take her," and it's like you're willing to leave your younger self to your sort of hell for 36 years. It sort of makes Amy a bit morally grey almost in this, which is interesting.
Yeah. Again, it's a moral ambiguity, isn't it? It's like leaving the audience with this struggle to, you know, you don't know which side to fall on. You know, that's intelligent writing.
Yeah.
Bloody fucking, I knew it would happen. All right, mine's buggered up. What's the timestamp, please?
2808.
Yeah, 2809.
Somewhere around 28 minutes.
What a bitter cow.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Just resentment, anger. You know, because she did actually think that they left her, but that's not true. They never left her.
I think that's what isolation for 36 years will bring you, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You distorts your feelings, and you feel resentful, and of course you're going to be resentful. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karen's acting in this episode is actually brilliant.
Yeah.
So I suppose that she'll just pop out of existence once everything goes back to.
Yeah, it's not fading away. It's literally been rewritten almost, like out of existence.
Yeah, she's technically there by accident. Yeah, we got the cool Marigold music.
Ooh, this music is brilliant.
Oh, Amy's theme.
Yeah, with the that was cut into Iron Man and the Doctor.
I can hear someone's music in the background still, man.
It's very, very. The music's very kind of. It's the tone of the music. It goes up and up and up.
And I think it's a bit too over the top because it's instructing you what to think and feel, and it's like, well, we already know how we feel because we just went through that. I think it's.
I like
that's
it.
The trouble with Gold is that it could be somewhat overbearing.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, completely the opposite to the current thing.
I think it was very obvious Series 8+, though. Got a bit too overbearing. But I still miss it. I still miss Marigold.
I think he just got better. And a lot of people said that, he got a bit tiring towards the end. I don't think so. I think he produced some of his best work.
I just think the soundtracks got a bit tiring towards the end because it was just repeating the same stuff over and over again.
I think we almost got too used to Marigold. Like, we felt like he was repeating himself, but he wasn't really.
Quite sport, really,
Yeah.
Then when he's gone, you kind of there's this big gaping hole here.
Yeah, but probably I think that's general with Doctor Who during the Moffat era. We got too spoilt, just too comfortable, and
that's
why we started slagging it all
a
off.
lesson, isn't it? Enjoying something
did teach us
quality.
Yeah.
You see, the music was perfectly timed with the emotion and everything like that, and the that's another thing that made Doctor Who a success, is because of the music and the timing of it and all that.
Yeah.
Especially with Rose and all that, and Rose's theme and the Bad Wolf theme as well, and the Doctor's theme and that, and all the companions theme and all that. It gave a sense of epicness towards the series that when Chibnall's era came along, it was totally wiped to that, and it's not going to appeal to everybody anymore. It needs that, I think, for Doctor Who to be, Doctor Who in the 21st century. It really needs to be this Marigold epicness, the emotion stuff, and that, and the characterizations are the important things in that as well.
Yeah,
see, I would say it's not so much the epicness. I think it's people connected with, because if you think about all his Doctor themes, they match the Doctor. Like if you think of Tennant's, it's very heroic, it's very dashing adventure. That's 10. When you think of I'm the Doctor, it's manic, it's scatty, it's all over the place. That was Matt's Doctor. And I just think that's what people they saw the character in the music, and that's what we need to have hopefully in the future for the show.
The Macarena of all bloody things.
What is it? The bloody Macarena, yeah.
See, I think that's what the problem with Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is. She doesn't have that, and plus the fact that it's not all her fault. It's the way that they've written her and the way that they've directed her and the way that
but I'm sorry. I'm going to
her.
be. There's a lot of things surrounding her which are terrible. I'm not going to deny that.
I know.
But she needs to be able to convince me in a scene, and she can't do that.
Yeah, quite right, Charlotte.
No.
Quite right.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I do find I tried to go and even watch the Women That Fell to Earth, and I found it after a few seconds. I think, well, she could be good, and then it's all the silliness and all that, and the gasping of breath and panting and all that, and all the flapping the arms like a wee duck in water. I mean,
Yeah.
But it's like that. It's like, think about Matt's doctor. It's like he could do the flapping arms, he could do the sort of manicness, and he did it because when Matt did it, it had that feeling of an alien trying to be human.
Yeah.
When Jodie does it, it just looks like somebody who's a bit stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you never got stupid from Matt's doctor ever, even though at times he could be incredibly childish almost. He could be incredibly silly.
Yeah.
It's like Jodie, it's like she's a normal person trying to be stupid.
Eccentric.
And eccentric.
Yeah.
And it just does not work for her.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
You have to be naturally eccentric to play the Doctor. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't put it on. Like,
that's what annoys me with a lot of these suggestions for some of these actors. It's just like they're so either really beautiful looking or really sort of, you know, sort of stereotypical, you know, youthful actors, you know, female all makeup and all glamorous. And it's just like, that's not what the Doctor is. I don't understand why they want these people to play the Doctor. It's like, that is not what, you know, that's not what the Doctor is. The Doctor is naturally none of these actors have that.
They filmed that Dalek down
element
here.
to them. You know, they just look like they're from Hollyoaks or something, and it
That's
just I can't understand these people who want this. You know, it's just like, what show have you been watching? I'm sorry,
cosmetic actors. Yeah.
I mean, when I saw Christopher Eccleston for the first time in costume, and I thought, no, they've got it wrong. They've got the costume wrong, the TARDIS exterior wrong, the interior wrong. But when I saw him in action and all that, and for the first scene in Rose, I'm the look at me, I'm the Doctor and all that, and it was like, I'm the Doctor, and basically run, you know.
Yeah. To be honest with you, Eccleston never really sold it to me. It took me a long time to get into New Who, to be honest.
Yeah, I wasn't until Dalek. So
I was the same. I liked him. I didn't dislike him. It wasn't till Dalek that I was like, oh wow, okay, now I understand why he got the role.
I really like the.
I mean, I did enjoy.
It was like,
did enjoy it. It's just you know, I just thought it was so starkly different from what the Doctor had always been, you know. I mean, that's fair enough. But for me, it was a much harder sell than Tennant or Smith.
I think it was a harder sell because his style, his haircut, the leather jacket, the jeans. That is not the Doctor. The Doctor doesn't dress in jeans and leather jackets and that. And he never has done.
It's a bit too modern.
I bet Karen had so much fun doing this scene. It's just like, you can just be like an absolute badass.
I wonder how many swords I broke. Sorry, she's only knocked out.
The robots do look like something out of Series 1. A bit.
Yeah.
And this is where Amy gets betrayed by the Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd no choice, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. She was an anomaly, technically.
It's because he looks at her though while he does it. I think that's the extra added horribleness. It's not like he's doing the Doctor thing that he can do sometimes, which is to back of his eye, look at what he's about to do. He fully faces her and shuts the door in her face.
Yeah. Can't. She's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Just a temporal anomaly. It's can't kind of TARDIS.
And Rory just can't get around it.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't if it was your partner.
That's why
you
it's
wouldn't
not called
care.
Amy's choice, it'd be called Rory's choice. Makes a choice twice.
I love that. You're turning me into you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good line. But he's right.
The Doctor has to make the hard decisions that these
So it's up
mere
to
mortals
Rory now.
can't possibly really comprehend. You know.
This is it. This is Rory's character development now. Because would have
Yeah.
old Rory had done this, left Amy outside the TARDIS? I don't think so. I think he would have gave in.
Love this music from the Almost People.
Yeah. I do miss that TARDIS exterior.
Yeah.
Even though it was not completely 100% like a police box, but
Yeah.
I preferred the Eccleston tenant ones. Yeah.
I really liked the weathered look of that.
Yeah.
Like a TARDIS that has really been travelling through space and time for years.
Yeah. Always takes me a while to get used to the exterior of the TARDIS every time I change it slightly.
Yeah. TARDIS gathering space dust.
Yeah. So she realizes in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the Doctor that convinces him. That's the thing. It's Amy.
Yeah.
All right, get on with it, for fuck's sake.
It does drag on a wee bit.
Nice weepiest moment of the episode. He's like, "I'll get on with it."
Well, it's just dragging out.
You got Monty Python today. Get on with it. It's the most emotional moment in the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very contrived. You know, you keep padding it out,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what, you?
They needed to pad out for 5 minutes. They've got 5 minutes running time left.
It's still very good.
Love this music.
Wow. Aw.
That's what I love about Series 6 of music. It's just, you know. It's that alternate version of Doctor's theme.
Goodbye, old Amy. Aw.
Yep. Yeah, he knew.
Next time.
Right, what is the name? The God Complex.
It's
Yeah.
Mel's
In
favorite
the
episode.
episode.
This episode I really like. Good complex.
Yeah. And do you remember at the time all the talk was what room is the doctor's room? That's what everybody wanted to know in this one.
Well, it wasn't the room, it's what was in it.
Probably the master.
Oh yeah, God, yeah, Chris Chibnall.
Yes, Chris Chibnall.
With Series 13 script.
I'm just stealing the script of dinosaurs and spaceships. Well,
no, that was tame. You know, it would be like Series 13, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's go around the panel. We'll start with Charlotte first. So, Charlotte, if you'd like to give your thoughts and your rating for this story.
I find this a really interesting one because it's like half of it's a massive guilt complex for the Doctor, and it's like playing on the thing like we've said of companions getting left and sort of them believing he's going to come and save them and he doesn't. So whenever you do get a story that plays on that stuff, it's always very interesting, especially to see how different Doctors will react. Because I've got a feeling like if you would have had a different Doctor, they would have acted a lot differently than Matt did in that episode, because he didn't really get angry at 11. He didn't really show, like, he didn't really react to Amy saying half the stuff she did. Whereas I think if you had, like, Chris's Doctor, for example, you would have got a very different response. So it's always interesting to see how the Doctor will respond. Like we've said, Karen and Rory, this is their episode more than a Doctor episode, and they both give brilliant performances, especially Karen. She had a lot to do in this episode, a lot to ask of her, and she just pulled it off. But then it is a little. I can see how the ending for some people might feel a little bit long, but I still love all that emotional, mushy stuff. So I'll give it a 9 because it's not a 10, but it's very close.
Fantastic, Lee.
Yeah, it's a very good, very sort of classic Doctor Who kind of story, which I like. You've got timey-wimey stuff with paradoxes and all that kind of stuff, and you have that moral ambiguity in the story, which is always good. Yeah, it's a very, very well written script, I think. Brilliantly acted. Again, I would say a lot of the melodramatic moments are a bit too long and drawn out. I think, they're milking the tension there, but I can't really blame them really for that. I think it sort of speaks to the modern audience. But it's the resolution is a sort of mixed bag, isn't it? It's very sort of, you're kind of, well, that's a bit shit, isn't it? like the fact that someone had to not be there anymore. And it's quite Doctor-like one, so it's good that the companions get their spotlight and to do their thing, and it's a nice arc. So yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Fantastic, thank you, Lee. Real super, Doctor.
I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's an interesting episode, and it does kind of reflect the relationship of Amy and Rory and what they're like traveling with the Doctor and how they're going on about it and how it's a very challenging time for them, and it's right through until the very end of their existence. I mean, as you see with the Angels in Take Manhattan. It's very sad what they're going through, and it's just not a kind of, and it never is an easy time for any companion that goes with the Doctor and the TARDIS, and experiences his way of life and that, and the adventures and what they're coming up against. And I feel this is one of the challenging episodes, and it was all surrounded Amy. So Karen Gillan got quite a lot to do in this episode, which is quite fascinating from that point of view, that that she had a lot to kind of deal with in that, and Rory as well experiencing that that suddenly that she's old and that, and the different time zone and that, and the robots and that, and it was. I would give it an 8.5. It's an interesting story.
Fantastic. PD?
I like this story. It's got so many tropes going back to old Doctor Who. It's a simple story. It's a Doctor and a companion light story. I just really like it. I think it's also the music is absolutely amazing. Marigold's music, brilliant in this episode. The only thing that kind of put me off was that Kill Bill sword she kept swinging around, because I actually used to own one, and they're very brittle and fragile. So I'm going to give it a 9. I quite enjoyed it.
Fantastic. And I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It is an interesting story. Yeah, the ending is a little bit dragged out, but I don't really care, to be honest. I'm like Charlotte. I do like when they do emotion on Doctor Who. It can be quite powerful. I like Murray Gall's soundtrack in this one as well. Yeah, it is a little bit over the top sometimes, but when it came to the emotional moments and when they were talking and the music.
Yeah, I just feel that it's not necessary. I mean, it's so, as as I said, with the music sort of over the top, and it's like directing us and manipulating us to feel more than we already feel, because we already feel it, but they're trying to sort of boost it, and it's a bit overly artificial, I'd say, but it's not really required, because the emotional impact is there in the script and in the performance anyway.
Now they just make loud noises and say, "You shall be happy. You shall be sad."
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Right, lads, and ladies, let's do the channel shout outs now. So we'll start off with the Queen again. So Charlotte, do you like to let people know what you have coming up this week?
Yep, so this week, tomorrow, I should be on Ematic Joker's channel, so the Dutch Doctor Who channel. We're doing just a general chat, sort of just stream, so join us tomorrow night. And then on Tuesday, me and Daniel are doing Line of Duty.
Fantastic. PD?
Well, you can find me on Tuesday on Rabbi's channel. Apparently, the files have gone to the printers. He's got a problem with international shipping though to the US because of the slight recession at the moment. It's pushing everything up. Sorry, inflation, I should say, not recession. They're in a recession yet. But yeah, so comic books will be coming soon.
Fantastic, Lee.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Being Problem. My alternative channel is Ordered Audio Visual. And please, Melina, if you are listening or watching, please go and check your Instagram. We've got a bunch of messages from people asking how you are. So just let us know how you're getting on.
Fantastic, and I second that, but I'll wait till the end to say more. So we will go with Real Super Doctor.
Tomorrow night I've got Ghostbusters 2, the Ghostbusters 2 watch along. Is that right?
Yep.
And I've got a channel under Real Super Doctor on YouTube, and I've got a Twitter account under Real Super Doctor.
Fantastic, and that leads me into tomorrow. So tomorrow we have Ghostbusters 2 on the NuWhoZone. We start at 7:30. Then on Tuesdays, and I have to say I'm not surprised, to be quite honest, but the Rick and Morty watch along that we did last week has done very, very well in view wise. There seems to be a lot of interest, I should say, in that. So every Tuesday we have Rick and Morty. It's going to be slightly different if Melina is not there, but hopefully we hear from her.
Melina.
Carol has also sent her a message on Instagram and nothing yet. So I second it with Lee. If you're around, if you're listening, at least if you could tell anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, let them know how you're doing, because everybody is worried about you. And hopefully we have you back on the channel soon. But we will be back Tuesday, for Rick and Morty. So come and join us for that. And that is it. I've got the hashtag there. We stand with Melina. I have thrown a video up. I did do a serious bit of editing on the video. Lee says I picked the perfect song. I have to agree. I was listening to all my music on my phone, and Alison Moye popped up.
You can't fail with Alison Moye.
Yeah, and this song popped up, and I thought, you know what? This would actually be a perfect song choice. So if you haven't checked out that video, hashtag We Stand With Melina, please do check it out. Also, I'd ask you to share it. We're hoping that she might see it, and let her know that we're all thinking of her right now. But I won't get into it because this is a Doctor Who stream. But we will be talking further about the fandom next week. Sometime I'll do a stream because I'm not finished. As I said, this behavior cannot continue in the fandom, and we are going to be highlighting more toxic behavior, and that's what I'm going to do from now on until something is done about it. We're going to continue to highlight what's going on out there in the fandom because it's absolutely ridiculous. So that's it really. So listen, I hope you have enjoyed the streams we've done all week, and we will see you again. That night's rest actually did me the world of good, believe it or not. By the end of last night's stream, I couldn't even talk properly.
Yeah, your voice was going.
But yeah, I was dead. I was dead, man. Just couldn't keep the energy up, and I wouldn't even mind. I had about 4 or 5 cups of coffee before I came on, thinking that would help, keep the energy up. That didn't fucking happen. The body just crashed last night, but that happens. But look, we're back tomorrow for the movie stream. Tuesdays, Rick and Morty, and then all week then we'll be doing other stuff as well. But I'm going to leave it there. I do have some Doctor Who stuff that's not really. It's not really like it's rumor and speculation, but it's not really huge. So I'll get around to that, Jordan.
What about the rumor that this season is going to be a key to time quest? I've heard that one.
What?
Well,
we've all sort of guessed that we were going to get like a Trial of the Time Lord or Key to Time type of story, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't really care.
Oh, no.
Well, Ian Levine hinted that this is going to be
I just want this era to be over. I mean, Jodie is talking about she's in the final weeks of your film. We don't want to know. Just get it done and move on. Like, we're over you now at this stage, so feck off. Right, well, I'm off anyway, so say goodnight, panel.
Good night, panel.
Good night.
And we will see you tomorrow, folks. Have a good one. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and hope you join us during the week for some cracking streams. See you later, folks. Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye-bye.